Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? Are you ready for week 3 of the movie Marquee challenge for January? Oh, it's hard to get that out. Sorry, I'm a little bit cold tonight. I am so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, before I get to the actual project, if you have not joined us before, the Movie Marquee Challenge is a year-long collaboration that I'm running with two very lovely ladies. It is with Miss Bella from Bella's Crochet Gifts and Miss Samantha from Amethyst Craftworks. Hello, ladies. Hello, everybody else. We are taking turns picking movies that we picked previously before 2023 started. We have put them in our little I don't know what the other ladies are putting their stuff in as of yet, but I have mine in this little cauldron, and I randomly selected mine because this month they decided that I should start the drawing. So I put mine in there. I drew a movie. We will show you the movie poster, and from the movie poster, we will draw inspiration and make something. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be blankets, it can be blanket squares, it can be sweaters, it can be amigurumis, it can be baskets, it can be shawls, it can be anything that you want. Market bags, anything, hats, anything that you guys want. And I have my Facebook link down below. The other ladies and I would all love to see it if you would join along with us. We will be updating you throughout the month and showing you our projects. And we would love to see if you wanted to join, if you wanted to add in your pictures in my Facebook group. I love seeing everything in my Facebook group. But if you want to add yours in, we would just love it if you would join along. It's just like fun to get something creative out there. A lot of people use the color inspirations to A, use up yarn from their collection, and B, put colors together that maybe they never thought to put together before, maybe for charity work stuff or just to get out there and get out of their comfort zone. A lot of different things. There's been several, like I did this last year with Sandy from Crochet Canada. It was actually, the whole thing was her brainchild, and then she passed it along to me, so I'm now hosting it with the two other ladies instead. And I know, like, over last year and in fact this month, I've put together colors that I wouldn't, like, this month I've used 9 colors. So like some of the colors I would have used together and some of the other colors I would have used together, but I would have not thought to group them all together. And like last year, I did a lot of color combinations that I would never have thought to necessarily put together. But stuff turned out like way cooler than I had thought. So it happens more often than you think. So, and sometimes you discover like color combinations that, you know, you don't realize that you love, or just that like, oh, I do like this, or, you know, maybe like my cousin will really like this blanket, or, you know, whatever. But I digress way a lot. So without further ado, now that we're almost 4 minutes in, let me show you what my pick was, which was right here is the movie poster. It is Young Guns 2. Love this movie. I know I've already gushed on about it in my pick video and in my first 2 updates, so I will spare you, but I will just say I am and have been and will always will be a very big fan of this movie and its predecessor. I love these movies so much. Very unlike me with the Western dramas, but yeah, would it be a drama? Kind of. Anyway, very much in love with that movie. So let me show you the colors that I picked. I am not only trying to use from my collection and not buy anything, but I am also attempting to use up the scrap and the partially used skeins that I have. And I think I will be succeeding. This month I will for sure be succeeding. but I think I can do this. So I have picked a pattern, specific one pattern for the year I'm going to be making. It is a crochet along. It's like a 17-part crochet along. I'm doing the first 2 parts, most of them. We'll get to that though. And making what becomes of those, which they make a diamond, just so you know. And then I'm adding a piece of my own to it to shape it out. And I'm going to make a blanket from all of those tiles. Okay, so the colors that I picked is this brown, which is a Red Heart Super Saver in the color coffee, I think. That's color 1. This is what is becoming left of second color, which is getting blown out actually. It is a Joann's Big Twist Value. I think it's the color beige. I should have just enough to finish with that one. This is another Big Twist Value, and it is in the color Varsity Gold. This one was a floppy skein that I just rolled into a ball because I used just enough of it in this project. This one is a Red Heart with Love. I keep wanting to say that this is Peacock, but this is the 4th color is this one, or the 5th color, I'm sorry, is this one, and it's another Red Heart with Love. One of these I'm pretty certain is Peacock. I don't know what the other one is. So, but it's those 2 blues. And then the other blue, which I kept calling a Karen 1-pounder, it's not. I just realized that this is an older Big Twist Value. It's a little bit rougher, and so I kept not thinking it was a Big Twist. But it's not as thick as a Karen 1-pounder. So it is the color denim. I got that right. This is actually what I used in one of my movie Marquee blankets last year for Dude, Where's My Car? And it was the leftover, but it is the color denim. It's a 3rd blue. And then the other 3 are still in skein form, so I'm just going to show them to you from here. This is a Bernat Value in the color orange. This is a Red Heart with Love in the color black. And this is a Red Heart with Love in the color violet. This one's about to get turned into a ball because it is getting rather floppy. Let me put these guys away and I will show you what I've done. I'm so proud of what I've done. So the last time that I showed you, I was starting the second part and I said it had 10 rounds in it. And my plan had been to finish all 10 rounds. Now let me fold up what I've added on so I don't give it away because I'm so excited about it. Okay. And I believe I was probably right here when I left off, right? Maybe. And maybe I was even right here. Somewhere in here. So I got up to here, which clearly that's not. So this was like the first couple rounds of the 10. Clearly that's not the rest of 10 rounds, okay? But here's the thing. So there is a black round, then this is the beige is another round, and then this, I just did it black also, so it looked like a big wide strip, but that's a 3rd round, okay? After those rounds, the next thing out of the lady's mouth, which let me tell you real quick, the cowl is and I'll give you a wide look at this again in a second in case you haven't seen the first 2 updates for this, because I'm very proud of this. The Anno 1926 cowl is the name of it. There are video tutorials. It's an older cowl. It started in September of 2021. There were 17 parts total because it does make a big blanket. This is just part of it, like I said. The designer is Iman Vanderkron. But the video tutorials are by Tanya Leis, L-E-I-S. I have all of that information linked down below. It will be linked down below all year because these are the tiles that I'm going to be doing in the separate colors. The next words out of Tanya's mouth were, the next rows, we're going to start the little Dutch girls. Because basically this blanket is meant to be like a pictorial view of the creator's life. And I went, I'm not doing little Dutch girls in this. I'm not doing it. Like, there's nothing wrong with little Dutch girls. I'm sure it would look really cool. I didn't get like a close-up view of, like, I assumed it was going to be more flower-ish things in the design right before the diamond stopped. I'm not doing little Dutch girls. I'm not doing it. So I stopped there. So that's where it's ending. So now I'll just show you half because this was my, okay, and you will see the whole thing. Yeah, I promise, I promise. But so I had this diamond, right? Had diamond. And my options were join it as a diamond and have like a kind of funky, and maybe I'd fill in diamond shape areas at the end of the year. Or try to fill in the corners and make like a square or a rectangle, if you will, and make those will be the tiles that I join. So that is what I wanted to do. So I put my thinking cap on and I started really thinking about it. And I did just that. I single crocheted one line. Each line is a color, and I just rotated all the way up. And I decreased by 1 each, like -1, -1, -1, -1, -1, -1. Oh, right. And it got all the way up to here. When it got to 2, I did 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet for the corner. And so like this is the middle of the diamond. It came out. Now it looks like it came out really far. I know that already. So I was like, let me do a second one. Now my other ends are not sewn in. But, and it looks like kind of like horns, right? I know that already. But there's also a lot of curling happening. Okay. So when I laid this out flat, which I really can't do here, and I pulled this, because that's another thing too, is when there is a border row here, this is going to pull up a little bit. And these are all going to lay flat. That is flat, or it will be. It will be. And it's going to do the same in all 4 corners. If for any reason it doesn't, that's nothing that I can't fix with half double crochets in the middle or towards the edges, whichever I need to do. In this case, it would be in the middle. But it would have, I'm thinking, a black border around it. And all the corners now I have to do these corners, and I have to do the border around it to get it to straighten out. And of course I have to sew in, I sewed in all these ends, but I need to sew in, see how many ends are. That's why when people do these blankets, they always leave fringe, because there's so many ends. But these aren't as many, obviously, as a whole blanket, so I can do that. But yeah, I think it's going to look so good, you guys. And as promised, here's the whole tile now that I can show you. Here. There's the whole tile as it's going to look, except these will be up here also. And it's going to have a black border around it. So it's going to be a pretty sizable blanket. It's going to be 12 of these. Not these exactly. I mean, each month is going to have its own colors, obviously. But this is my Young Guns 2 tile. So I know this year I didn't go for, like last year I went for more tying in with the movie. This year I'm really trying to pick every shade out of every... So if we get into some movie posters that only have like 4 colors, I'm going to be really stretching to either use those 4 colors in a creative way that the design pops, or I'm going to have to try to just shade it and use several shades. Like if it's just red, black, and green, I don't know, I just pick those colors, but I'm going to have to use several shades of green and several shades of red and shade them and make it shaded. You know, I'm going to have to get really creative with it and make it look good in some way. So that's going to be my struggle for the year. And as long as the border does straighten it out, like I think, and I'm like 99% sure it's going to, you guys, as long as it does, as long as my idea works, I might be able to get a little more creative, or I might just leave everyone like a stripe like this, because I mean, it won't be these colors, it'll be whatever color goes with the thing, but I'm really digging this. I think it looks so cool. Yeah, so hopefully you guys still like it and you don't think I did something crazy with it, but I love it, and it's going to be a pretty decent size. I think it'll end up being a throw blanket, but a big throw blanket. Like, it's not going to be like a queen size or anything like that, but I'm really excited. I'm really excited. And I think that I just repeated it. I was so excited. But I think that it's going to be really, like I said this last time, I think it's going to be really like boho looking, you know, with all the like scrappy boho. I don't know. I can't wait to see how this plays out. Like, I have no idea, because I don't know what order, what movies are going to be picked, you know. By the end of the year, I was forgetting, between just me and Sandy, what movies we had picked. So like between me, Bella, and Samantha, I'm not going to remember. So yeah. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited. So hopefully you like it. Hold it up a little closer so you can see the colors better. I really hope you like it. And I'll hold this up too so you can see the color changes better. But all right, I think I've taken up enough of your time. I am going to get back to working on this because I have, what, a week left. So, all right, I will talk to you guys later. I love you. Don't forget to check out the other two ladies' channels and see what they're doing. And like, Bella is doing a blanket, and Samantha she's got a crazy, in a good way, great idea for a sweater. Oh my gosh, you got to go see like her thought process of what she's doing. I love it. I love it. So just go watch and check her out. All right. I'll talk to you guys later, guys. How many times can I say guys in one? All right. I'll see you later. I love you. Bye.